In the last two videos, we learned about the importance of critical thinking through language and literature activities in any class. Now, we're going to take it one step further. Research shows that when students interpret and decipher communication, we help them build confidence. In addition, students become active, persuasive, and empowered communicators. All right, let's get started. Welcome back to our Story Elements Book Report project. So we are going to convert our now static project into an animated one using our all-in-one editor. So the way that we can do this and really make our thinking visible is to simply add voiceover and animate the features that we already have in our project. So I might want to emphasize each individual point on my story map and talk about it. So let's say I want to describe kind of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. I can, click on that object and I can animate it. And I'm actually just going to have it come in. Let's have it do a nice drop. Okay, so I clicked on my object, I scrolled down, I went to animate, and now it's going to drop. You see that? Okay, I want it to kind of take its time, so I'm moving the duration a bit. So let me move my playhead back to the beginning so that I can see exactly what this looks like. Awesome. Now I want to talk about the beginning of that story. So I know what to do. And I'm simply going to duplicate this scene. I don't need the whole scene to be super long. So I'm going to click on my three dots on my scene. Now that I've added an animation, I have now converted this into a video. So I'm going to select duplicate. And I think I kind of want it to start off not moving at all. So in that first scene, I'm going to click on where I've animated, click on the animation, and I'm going to select remove on animation. Okay, so it starts off as just my regular template, and then we are going to jump into the animation where I'm going to talk about the parts of the story, beginning with the beginning of the story. All right, so let's now add some audio. I want to talk about the beginning of the story. Again, this is leveling up to what I can do analog style, where if I'm just kind of writing this out, I have to wait for my turn to present it, when I can actually do this all in one place using the all-in-one editor. So I'm going to go to media. So I selected my media. I'm going to select audio, and I want to record a voiceover. I'm going to make sure that my mic is working. It looks like it is. Testing, testing, testing. And now I'm going to hit start recording. And I'm going to talk about the story. The Watsons Go to Birmingham is a novel about newness, about change, about family, and really about navigating difficult societal times. It starts in the eyes of Kenny, who is the main character, and you can see how he's describing his current life before they start to transition and move to Birmingham, Alabama. I'm going to select finish recording. Now, I didn't write that out. I didn't script that. So maybe when I play it back, I decide, I want to talk a little bit about something else or emphasize something else about the beginning of the story. This really gives students the option for that oral rehearsal. So immediately you saw that it added my voiceover, but I want my voiceover to actually be on top of this scene. So you see I clicked and dragged it over, and I'm going to make sure that my scene matches the length of my voiceover. Now, my voiceover was pretty long, so we're going to make sure we cover it. And I've moved my playhead, and let's see what that looks like.
The Watsons Go to Birmingham is a novel about newness, about change, about family, and really about navigating difficult societal times. Starts in the eyes of Kenny, who is the main.
Okay, so immediately I know what I want to edit. I kind of had a moment of pause right there. So I can actually select my playhead and go to split. And I can split my screen there and go to my narration here. And with my narration, I can also split my narration where I want. Okay, I don't want to split it there, but I want to split it somewhere around here. Okay, and now you can see that I can edit it, or I can just do it again. I can just click on my narration, my voiceover, and I can delete the whole thing. That is up to me. Okay, so I don't need this particular scene, so I'm going to click on that and delete that plain green scene. There we go. So now I have talked about the beginning of the story. So I'm going to duplicate this, and I can do this for each part of the story, right? Now I can talk about the middle of the story, which means I want to now animate this particular box. So I've clicked on it. I go to animation. I want it to come in as well. Maybe I want it to come to kind of slide in. Okay. Change the duration, have it slide in. Kind of want it to slide this way. There we go. And I would do the same thing with my voiceover, right? So now I can go to my media, my audio, and I can record my voiceover. In the middle of the story, all right, we're going to pretend that I finished that, and let's play this back. I move my playhead, I'm going to hit play.
In the middle of the story, current life, before the...
Oh, this was the first voiceover that I split, so let's delete that. All right, so got my new animation with my new
in the middle of the story.
And you see how the original one was also moving? If I want to remove that, remember I can click on it, go to animation, and remove the animation.
In the middle of the story.
There we go. And last but not least, let's duplicate this and let's narrate the end of the story. So I don't want an animation now for the middle. I'm going to remove that. But I do want an animation for the end. So I'm going to click animate. Let's have that one sliding in as well. Okay, we're going to have it slide in maybe, yep, from that side. Let's take its time a little bit. And I'm going to go to media and I'm going to add my voiceover. And to end the story, okay, so we've just added our third voiceover. Let's make sure it matches. Now I'm going to play that back.
And to end the story,
there we go. So instead of typing in, I can actually also record a voiceover. And now I have created essentially a video. I have both, the best of both worlds. I have my template and I also have the animated version. When I go to download it, I can download it as both, right? I can download all the pages that I've made. I can download, if I want to download my whole animation, I'll download it as an MP4. But if I just want to download the template, I can select any of these image file or even a PDF. So lots of ways that we can level up and really leverage the digital experience that we have to give students voice, to give them creative thinking, and to also allow them some rehearsal around their presentation skills. So you can continue building and developing the aesthetics of your video, incorporating your voice, and really allowing students to elevate their presentation skills. So that's it. With intentional voiceover, images, and sharing techniques, we created a quick student reflection video that will build confidence and community in any class. Now take a moment to reflect. What can you take from this lightning learning into your own classroom practice right away? If you want more inspiration, we have tons of examples of language and literature activities on the Adobe Education Exchange. In the next video, you'll use a pre-made template to create your own language arts reflection graphics and share what you learned with your community. Let's get creating.